I don't know what you two jokers think you're playing at. But what I do know is you will live to regret this course of action.
Hey guys, welcome to Geek Legion of Doom. I am Madison Mayhem, and today I'm going to be reviewing a film called Essex Heist. I have no release date or anything for you, so I'm assuming it's just going to come out soon, this year, 2017. But yeah, it comes to us from 88 Films, and the clue is in the title. It's set in Essex, and there is a heist. Now, I am from Essex, so there are a few things that I had a problem with in this film, but overall, I enjoyed this. I'm not a big fan of these kind of gangstery looking films, but I enjoyed it. It was a nice little film and it was well made, etc, etc. Let me talk about the actual film now. Okay, so there are a handful of characters in this, and we open the film with a narration from our main character, Jez. And he gives us these little backstory sort of, introductions to the other main characters in the film. And I really like that, because a lot of the time you spend most of the movie kind of figuring out whether or not you give a shit about someone. You kind of care about them all immediately because you know a little bit about them. Now, Jez works in a garage with his friends, or I say one is his proper friend, Andy, and then we have Clive and then Davy Boy. These are our four guys for the film. And they basically run a garage, but it's also like a bit of an illegal chop shop for the local businessman, air quotes, businessman slash mob don, Terry Slade. He rules the town with an iron fist. He's got all the connections, he's a rich guy and he's a violent guy, and everyone else is kind of his lackeys. Now, Andy comes into some information from Terry Slade's niece that he is going to be giving her some hush money in the form of a bag which has £1 million in it. So when he tells Jez this, Jez decides to get himself, Andy, Davy Boy and Clive together to rob the money. This is where the heist part comes in. This takes like 30 minutes of the film. This film goes on for an hour and 15 minutes, by the way, so it's a really easy watch. So at the 30-minute mark, we have the heist, and I really liked the kind of Ocean's 11 vibe of this, where they kind of play the scenario out. The soundtrack to this was brilliant. It was really hyping it up, and yeah, it was a really good feel. So the heist happens, and there's a few things here and there that, the boys aren't told the right amount of money so that he doesn't have to pay them as much. There's a few lies here and there. This all culminates in the fact that when they get back to the garage with said money that they've just robbed from the scariest guy in Essex, I'm assuming, that the money is not really there. The bag is filled with paper, and Jez then has to decide who the fuck actually stole this money, because each of them was alone at one point during the robbery, and their alibis are not airtight. So then from the second half of the movie, and this is what I really liked about it, the second half of the movie is like a big whodunit. It's like a huge mystery. This movie is just like half gangstery heist and then half mystery whodunit. It's like a Sherlock Holmes. It's really cool. I really liked it. I thought this film was really original like that. So from this point on, it becomes a kind of torturous mess of, lies and betrayal and all that kind of stuff, and it was really cool. I really liked it, because then it got to the point where I was trying to figure out who did it before they did. And then we also have another little twist at the end which throws the whole thing out of whack, and I really enjoyed that. I just thought that this was a really well made film. The only problems I have with it is that the acting is very forced. There are a couple of people in it that were very natural looking, but the rest of them just seemed like they were. It was almost like watching a kid's school play where they pause for too long when they're waiting to deliver their line. And there are a few stereotypes in this, and maybe it's just because I am from Essex that I spotted them all, and I was like, you're really trying to be this Essex stereotype, and it was slightly annoying. I won't say offensive, but it was annoying. But apart from that, it was pretty good. So I would give this film a 7 out of 10 for the duration of it, for the fact that it was a really cool original idea, I thought, and the fact that I don't normally like these sorts of films, but it actually gripped me. I liked that, so I would rewatch it easily. I will give this a 7 out of 10. And I have nothing else to say now, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.